Hello guys, welcome to Chapin Trebolero. It's Louis here. It's me guys, Chapin Trebolero. So welcome. Let me share beautiful El Tejar with you because I know you're gonna love it. I love it. Look at the horizon. Look at the mountains. I don't know if you've been to Guatemala. Well, just in case, if you're wondering, those volcanoes there. Now the first one, it's called Acatenango. The second one, the smoky one, it's Fuego, my friends. So if you want to see real lava, you know, explosions in real time, you may want to do Fuego. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be climbing Acatenango, and from Acatenango you're going to be observing Fuego, which is amazingly active, and it puts on a show for just anyone all year round. So this place is called El Tejar, and look at this beauty. You see the mountains, you see the hill. I mean, what else? I mean, you can see the plateau, right? You know, here where the city is located, but you got hills, you got big mountains, and you have amazing, stunning volcano view. If you don't want to climb it, that's fine. You can still enjoy the view. El Tejar is a municipality that belongs to the Chimaltenango department. And actually, Chimaltenango, the head city or the capital city of Chimaltenango, the department is on that direction. About 120,000 inhabitants there. El Tejar about 35,000. So you get a combination of 120 and 35. And then you have Zaragoza, you have San Martin, Páramos. So more or less in this area you're looking at half a million people. I mean, if you're coming to Guatemala, you want to live here, work here, do business here, you're looking at 500,000 inhabitants. And this is like the main road. So that one right there used to be the main road, but you know, they decided to build this one just to get traffic moving, going towards Xela, Quetzaltenango, also to Lake Atitlan. And if you want to go through Chimaltenango, then you may want to drive that way. So either way, it's a beautiful place. I'm going to walk a little bit here. I'm going to show you the surroundings because I'm enjoying this place myself. And of course, I don't want to be greedy. I want to share it with you guys. Let's go. So what you have there on that side is a big commercial strip. Mainly you may be getting some supermarkets, or you may get more than one supermarket. You get restaurants for sure, but I just can't get over the view. I mean, the view is amazing. Now Chimaltenango per se is not a tourist destination per se, but if you want to stop here and just, you know, have a meal, enjoy, I mean, it's just one beautiful area. And the reason why I came, it's because I know it's a beautiful area, and usually I just go through and I never ever get the chance to stop and enjoy the area, and so I decided I was going to do it today. So there is a traffic circle here. Now Antigua, Guatemala, you have to go back, and then you can go to Antigua, and you can go to Guatemala City as well. I love El Tejar. I hope you love it too, and if that's the case, like it, subscribe, and welcome to discover with me Guatemala in Latin America. Look at the bus coming from Shela. Shela is another amazing place, guys. I have visited Shela many times, and of course I'll be going back to Shela. Now look at this place. Looks beautiful, right? Look at the background. Now as you can see, there are, you know, convenience stores, there are coffee shops, of course all the fast food restaurants right there. So I am Guatemalan and I live in Guatemala, and of course I pay attention to how we Guatemalans behave. And yes, we all wanna, you know, have access to an income, right? And so we Guatemalans like to be entrepreneurs. We work on something and we tell ourselves, I'm gonna be my own boss, I'm gonna make my own money. And that's an amazing thing. That's good, right? Because we have that spirit, you know, thriving, pushing. So this is called el libramiento. And if you have not watched my videos about Chimaltenango, on main roads in Chimaltenango, welcome to do so, because in that video I show you Chimaltenango and how this inter-American highway used to cross Chimaltenango, and it became so difficult. It was insanely difficult because people started building homes. Like this is, you know, the highway now, right? So when the highway was there, you know, people started building their homes right here and parking their cars on the highway, so it was impossible to move. So they built this libramiento, which is, libramiento basically means, you know, like saying getting rid of something. So you got rid of the traffic, you got the libramiento. In English you could call it an alternative road, or you could say doing without the heavy traffic. So just for you to know what libramiento means, because finally it means to be free from something, right? So this thing was built here and looks beautiful and amazing. So there is a strip, as I mentioned before. Now I think the government ought to pay attention and make sure that they're not building close to the highway again, because we're gonna be stuck in traffic here in Guatemala. People think that once they build here, they have the right to park here, and that's a big no, no, no. What do you think? What do you think? Just because we built something on the side, I mean, is that something that should be allowed in the first place? Building your home so close to the highway? I don't think so. But we're in Guatemala. On the other hand, this place looks beautiful. So hopefully, you know, whoever is in charge, and we society too, the Guatemalan society, because we use this highway. So we all Guatemalans, we have to push for clean highways, no construction so close to the end. And like businesses too, they have to leave spaces, you know. So if they're selling something, make a parking space. And so if anyone is coming to your business, they drive in and you take care of business on the background of your property, not in the front, because people will park on the highway. All right, and if you're taking one of those small inner city buses that look like the school buses back in the US and Canada, they come out that way, they would go that way, and they would go somewhere there, McDonald's. Yeah, they'll go to McDonald's and they'll come back, and so you can get on the bus to go back to Guatemala City if that's what you want to do. Now if you want to go to Shela or Lake Catitlan, well, the bus is going to stop in Chimaltenango. Well, I don't know if you can read the banner, but it reads El Tejar Chimaltenango. So back in the days, just in case you don't know the history of Guatemala, Guatemala used to be humongous. because it wasn't just, you know, current Guatemala as you know it today. Guatemala included some of the states in southern Mexico and all of Central America. And so back in the days, you know, the founding fathers, when giving names to a region, they gave that name to that, you know, small town. So that was the case for almost every town in Guatemala. So this one was founded somewhere in, actually Chimaltenango is 500 years old. Look, those are the buses going to Guatemala. Now that I recall, we are in 2026 and Chimaltenango was founded back in 1526. So congratulations to this place, 500 years ago. One of the founding fathers probably came across this beautiful area. He was looking at the volcanoes and he wanted to live here, and he said, you know, I'm gonna name this place Chimaltenango. Now, of course, Chimaltenango was being inhabited by the Capchicals long before the Spaniards came, and the Capchical culture still influences Chimaltenango lifestyle nowadays. And it's true, because I just experienced that in Chimaltenango. I'm not gonna talk about it, but I did experience it. It was kinda, it wasn't bad, it wasn't good, it's just different. But you know, I am in Chimaltenango. So you're probably wondering, how did you experience that culture? Well, let me tell you very quickly. So I was walking the sidewalk and there were some vendors, street vendors, and they're like there, and you know, there were some cars, you know, some traffic coming through, and so I tried to walk through the sidewalk, but they had their little stalls, you know, whatever trinkets they are selling on the sidewalk. And as I was walking, because I didn't want to be hit by a car, I said, I'm gonna walk through. And so they stopped me and they said, well, good afternoon, you. Good afternoon. I like your education. So I didn't know I had to say good afternoon. I didn't know I had to say good afternoon. May I go through the sidewalk, you know, which doesn't belong to you, but you are doing business there. No, I don't care, guys. We're in Guatemala. So, but that's a little bit awkward, because in Guatemala City, people won't say anything. Then in Guatemala City, if you're walking through the sidewalk and there is a vendor, they're not gonna look at you and tell you, hey, good afternoon, I like your education. All right, I mentioned it because you probably wanted to know, or you probably didn't want to know. Anyhow, just be careful. Guatemala City is a little bit different. People don't say hi to no one. They just walk. Is that good or bad? Okay, so I just came to the dollar store. I'm gonna show you the view. Amazingly beautiful. If you want to look in that direction, look. So that's Volcan de Agua, all the way there. And look at the hill. Just beautiful, beautiful. I may want to change my dollar store for this one. It's a little bit far away, but beautiful. So I don't know if I'm gonna get me a sandwich. I may want to get me a sandwich at this Pollo Campero. But before I order, I'm gonna explore a little bit more because I don't know yet. I'm hungry, but not really that hungry. So guys, I'm gonna leave this place now. I want to show you there is a lot of property still not been developed, as you can see. Beautiful though. Now the main issue, you know, what I was referring to before was precisely that. And I'm not gonna, well, you can see behind me there's a big 18-wheeler as well. So what's gonna happen is that, you know, as this place keeps developing and new businesses are opening here in Guatemala, people don't have the vision, or they don't care, because basically, like the shopping center, which by the way, I was going to sit there and order my salad at Pollo Campero, and as I was walking to the restaurant, the security guard came and she told me, you cannot be filming here. She called other security people and they walked me out of the place and told me, leave, you're not allowed to film at Inter Plaza. Okay, well that's a happy ride. All right, so as I was mentioning, you know, we don't have the vision, I guess, or we don't care, or just, you know, planning is not something that we do very well here in Guatemala. Because look, now I am walking on the highway. Now I understand that this piece of land here hasn't been developed, that I understand, but you know, the government, the city should be working on, you know, telling people you cannot be building so close to the highway, because you know, cars are gonna be parking on the highway, and then we're gonna be stuck in traffic just as we got stuck in traffic there before. And so there we go again with the whole enchilada, and you know, it's hard to develop that way, right? I am walking on the highway. But you know what? That's also something that a lot of Guatemalans think it's normal. It's normal. Okay, look at this one. There's a little bit more room, right? At least you can see the line. So why do I mention that, and why do I show you the garbage and everything? Because this is real Guatemala, guys. I'm not gonna disguise it. I'm not gonna put on something nice, and once you come to Guatemala and once you look at El Tejar, you're gonna say, well, Louis, you're right. Mountains are beautiful, volcanoes are stunning, amazingly beautiful, but there are a lot of setbacks, of course. But I want to show the real Guatemala. And you either like it, love it, or you kind of find it in between. That's entirely up to you. I want to thank you for following me on this video. I'm gonna be waiting for a bus, and I'll be returning to Guatemala City hungry, because as I was going to sit there, the security guard doing nothing. She came behind me, she called 3 others. They took me to the office and they told me it is prohibited. This is a private place. It's open to business, but it's private. Okay, well, I guess that's right. That means I'll buy, I spend my money somewhere else. Thank you guys. We'll see you on the next one. From beautiful Guatemala. With lots of things to do to get it better, hopefully. Nice piece of land.